Alright, man, what's poppin', Q Nation? It's your boy, Key Reacts, man. From the O, if you ain't know, 918, we is in here. Got this video, what NBA legends think of Steph Curry. Let me tell you what I think of Steph Curry. Even though, you know, I'm a LeBron fan, it is what it is, and I kind of gotta hate him. I don't want to not see him succeed. Also, I think, his career is not done yet, but we can all agree. Some people might have some arguments, but most of the people can agree that he's like the best shooter in history. Like, the numbers don't, this dude is just incredible. Like, it is what it is. Even though I'm a LeBron fan, I can still give props to other, NBA players like Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard or Giannis. I can still give them their props because they are so great. They are so talented at what they do. And let me see what NBA legends think of Steph Curry. About to get right into this video, but before I do, make sure I leave a like on this video if I want some more NBA content. I think this is about the second time I've did it on this channel. And I don't do it much, but if y'all want some more, put it in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your post notifications to be notified every time I upload a video. Trying to hit 2,000 subs, so help the brother out, and I'm gonna continue to bring y'all these great reactions. But I think it's time to get into this video. Make sure everything is good. All right, let's do it.
With Steph Curry gaining praise from NBA players for skills that changed the league forever, it turns out not everyone is on the same page. While some NBA legends think Curry is the greatest shooter of all time, players like the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan, think otherwise. Allen Iverson is one of the best ball handlers in NBA history and is considered one of the best point guards and facilitators to ever play the game. When you talk about Steph Curry, Iverson loves the kid and has nothing but great things to say about him. Iverson made comments about the Golden State Warriors point guard at a Philadelphia 76ers event that was held at the famed Colosseum Arena. During the event, Iverson said, "He's incredible. He's different. He's different. He's something we've never seen. We've never seen this. It's crazy to me. Like, just me being the biggest Michael Jordan fan, to see somebody come around like this. I have my idea of being incredible, you know what I mean? But this dude right here, like, it's different. It's a whole different monster as far as his handle shoots. Come on. You know you ain't never seen nothing like this.
Who is legitimately doing that on a regular basis before Curry? Let me know.
Iverson had a mic'd up conversation with Steph Curry, and he told Curry, "You're in my top 5 all day." Iverson is talking about his list of all-time greats in the history of the NBA, and Curry is right behind Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Shaquille O'Neal. Curry has even said in the past that he's always wanted to play like Iverson, and while on the podcast All the Smoke on Showtime, the two-time most valuable player explained what it was like to be recognized by a great like Iverson when he said, "I ain't never had a big head. That dude who I picked up a lot of games and inspiration from, he's now looking at my game." Some OGs don't relinquish the praise. Same way we respect the OGs, we want it both ways.
Yeah, some like of them, the Hall of Famers, that it's like, why some of the older, I'll say older, I don't say old because that's kind of offensive, but some of the older people, they never want to give props to the younger generation. They always want to be like, "Oh, y'all weren't like us, y'all do things differently, we didn't have to shoot all these threes." It's like, come on now, just accept the greatness, bruh. Why y'all gotta be doing this all the time? Like, don't you think the people before y'all was like, "Look at these, they ain't like us"? Come on now, accept greatness. Everybody's great. There's people from different generations that are great. That's just how it's gonna be. That's how it is. What the fuck?
So when you do hear that, that means something. Since Steph Curry was drafted to the NBA in 2009, he single-handedly changed the way the NBA is played and has made people believe he is the best shooter ever. One of those to think he is the best at what he does,
I think he is
Hall of Fame point guard Steve Nash. Steve Nash had a lot to say about the sharpshooter that will one day be in the Hall of Fame. And during an interview with Rick Bucher from Bleacher Report, truly from the eye test, he's the greatest there's ever been. The only pause I have is from fear of being ignorant. Am I missing someone? Does he need to play longer or do it longer? Does he have to do it in the playoffs more years? But my first reaction is, why not? He's as good as anyone I can think of on every level. Pure shooting, array of shots, percentage getting hot, plays to the end. He checks all the boxes.
Curry hot, ain't nobody stopping that.
You can't do nothing. Career because he's going to take more shots, and he should. It's just a difference in mentality. I would shoot a higher percentage than Steph because I was much more conservative. I would try to shoot as high a percentage as possible to save shots for my teammates, and then shoot more in the fourth quarter. I had coaches tell me I was hurting our team at times by trying to set up my teammates, but I always...
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like with LeBron, sometimes he's too conservative, and like when he's trying to get it going, it just doesn't fit how, you know, the game is being played at the moment. So sometimes like when he's trying to be, you know, conservative and, you know, pass first and all that, it ruins his, you know, momentum. And then you look in the fourth quarter and he's not playing like he's supposed to. So sometimes, you know, you gotta, you know, become the GOAT and, you know, just tear everything down. Sometimes you just gotta take over. That's just what it is.
Just thought I got it back by how I made them feel and incorporated them into the offensive scheme and the chemistry of the team. He's capable of that, but he's more inclined to score. There are things he can do that I can't. He's such a beautiful shooter with such an array of shots and such a quick release.
Like, niggas right here in his face, he's still scoring. It's like, that's crazy.
Another level. He can do it from deeper. And frankly,
look at Curry, man, so inspirational.
Step back and make it. You add that to all the other shots, it could be a clincher in his game of deciding who's the best. With Nash being one of the 6 players in NBA history to be a part of the 50-40-90 club, it's safe to say that Nash knows what he's talking about when he sees the best shooter from deep. Ooh. When it comes to talking about Curry, Shaq has talked about Curry a few different times. The first time was when the Hall of Famer was celebrating his 46th birthday on a set of players-only broadcasts. And O'Neal and his co-host got into a discussion about the Golden State Warriors star player Steph Curry. When it was the big man's turn to talk, he opened up his statement with, "He's my favorite player to watch." Shaq continued to talk about the insane sharpshooter by saying, "I don't know if he knows this, but he's my favorite player to watch right now. When he first came in, he'd throw that stuff up and you'd be like, that's luck. 2-3 championships, he's still doing it. Yeah. So that means he's consistent. He's really a great player. I love watching him. If I was a fan and I had to pay to watch somebody, of course it's LeBron and those guys, but I'd definitely go to Golden State and watch him play." But that was one time of many where Shaq has complimented Curry, and another time was while he was a guest on Conan on TBS. Conan had brought up something that not a lot of people probably knew about the NBA legend, and that is that Shaq used to let people score if he liked them or respected the way they played the game. Shaq mentioned a few names, and Curry was amongst those, and Shaq answered by saying, "Okay, Tracy McGrady, 2 or 3 plays. Let me see what you got." Only time I didn't do it was when I was in playoff mode.
Oh yeah, you can't be doing that.
Even though I'm a player, there are a lot of guys I really respect. If I was playing now, I would let Steph Curry score all the time. I love his game. He's my favorite player. Larry Bird is one of the best shooters in the...
I ain't gonna lie, you know, I respect people too, but you ain't just about to be scoring on me, making me look like complete trash, bro. You ain't about to have my defense looking all sus. None of that. But I see what you mean, Shaq. I see what you're going.
During his whole career with the Boston Celtics, and he thinks very highly of the talented sharpshooter Steph Curry. Curry is considered the greatest shooter of all time, and even Hall of Famers like Larry Legend don't let loose on the compliments. During an interview, Larry Bird goes into detail on what he thinks about Curry and the way he plays the game. And Bird said, the rules have really helped him out. Back in the day when a player like him came through the lane, guys would chuck him. Now you can't touch him. So Curry can get to where he wants to go faster and get set for the shot quicker. Isaiah Thomas used to go by you in a heartbeat too. But Isaiah couldn't shoot like this kid. This kid has a little of everything, going to the rim, the floaters, the banks, the deep range.
I hate them floaters,
I don't know if there's anybody better.
And I'm guarding on 2K, them floaters,
Curry
man. Like,
is
damn.
the green light from his coach. Missing 1 or 2 shots
I'll be
means
blocking
nothing
it
to him. He just goes back deeper. He can make you look bad in a hurry. This kid's got to go down in history as one of the greatest shooters who ever played our game. Charles Barkley is in the NBA Hall of Fame, and although he doesn't have any championships, his knowledge of the game and his opinion matters to a lot of people. Barkley is one of the main people on ESPN during basketball season, but you mainly see him on Inside the NBA. As one of the hosts of the show, they get into a lot of debates on who the all-time greats are. And during a discussion on who the top 5 in the NBA are right now.
Sorry about that, guys. My eyes really burning right now.
Charles did not have Stephen Curry in his. Charles explained that his top 5 includes Giannis, LeBron, James Harden,
did he just say
Kevin
Giannis?
Durant, and Kawhi Leonard. But in 2019, Charles Barkley changed his mind. And during an interview with
Actually, no. It's Okunpo. Let me get that right. I keep saying his name wrong. It's Okunpo. Okunpo.
In the interruption, he explained how he really feels about Steph Curry's skill. During the interview, he says, 100% wrong. Steph Curry has put his name back in the conversation. We talk about the best players in the world. We talk about KD. We talk about Giannis, Kawhi, LeBron. Steph Curry is proving to us he's a two-time MVP. But when Charles Barkley gets into the discussion of what he thinks about Steph Curry's skill set, he isn't very impressed by it. During an interview with Dime Magazine, Barkley said, "He's just a great shooter. It's a totally different animal. He's not more than a shooter. He's just a great shooter." I wouldn't say that, but he's not a great playmaker. He's just a great shooter. Michael.
Whoa, not a great playmaker. What? Do you not be seeing the, come on, bruh. He is a great playmaker. What are you talking about? He be setting people up, getting nice little assists and, you know, through the, what? I don't agree with that. Let me know if y'all watching this, let me know if y'all agree, but I don't agree with that.
Who could do it all when it comes to the game of basketball? He could dunk, shoot, play defense, and all the little things it takes to be the best at basketball. So if you're going to look at opinions from legends about other players, his is pretty important. And what he says about Steph Curry might make some basketball fans angry. During a segment on the Today Show, Michael Jordan was doing an interview with Craig Melvin. And during the interview, Melvin asked Jordan about the people Jordan would pick for a pickup game. And Jordan answered by saying, "I'm going in the trenches. I played against and with all these guys. I'm going with who I know. Every single night, their responsibility to go out there and represent greatness every single night." Craig followed up the statement with a simple question by asking, "So Steph Curry shouldn't be offended when he watches this?" The way Michael answered the question probably made people mad, especially ones who are fans of Curry.
How did he answer?
Jordan said, "I hope not. He's still a great player. Not a Hall of Famer yet, though. He's not." Curry fired back at Jordan during an interview with Full Size Run show for sneaker magazine Soul Collector. And someone asked Curry if he's ever autographed a pair of sneakers and sent them to a hater. And Curry answered the question taking shots at Jordan's remarks about him, and he said, "I might have to send them to MJ." Although Curry was presumably joking, he may have been angry with Jordan's remarks about him, considering Curry most likely idolized the guy growing up and being so close and in love with the game of basketball.
I mean, being arguably the greatest shooter of all time, the way he's changed the game, you know, he's won some championships, even though people say he don't got, you know, finals MVPs. Even I be saying that because, you know, it's like, that kind of be hurting your, you know, your case a little bit, just a tad bit. When you don't have the finals MVP, you know, meaning that you just taking over everything and you're, you know, basically the reason why, you know, they're really winning at the, you know, at the moment. I think he, you know, like his career is not even done yet, not even close to being done yet. So, I mean, I can see why MJ would say that, but I mean, the guy is incredible. Like, come on now. That, you ain't never seen nothing like Steph Curry before. He is a marksman, bro. He is a marksman, bro. I hope y'all like this video. Comment whatever else you want me to react to in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, all that good stuff. And without further ado, it's your boy Key Reacts, man. From the O if you ain't know. Now when we is in here, and now we ain't, bruh.